everyone. Lisa Haven here at the Hear the Watchman Conference, and I wanted to grab an interview while I could with Paul Bagley, one of my most favorite pastors in the entire world. But the reason I wanted to grab you up is I want to find out, with everything that's happened in the United States of America, can you tell me where you think we are headed, both with all the forced vaccine mandates, with the lockdowns, the closures, all the restrictions, the freedom loss, when we think of everything that's hit us at once, what do you think is in the future for America?
You know, we're at a crossroad. We've hit a crossroad, Lisa, where America is going to have to choose, do we want to be under socialism, communistic socialism? Do we want to fall for the Green New Deal? Do we want to give up our personal rights and our freedom? Are we just going to accept it, like we heard the president say? Or are we going to stand up and push back? And I have something inside me says we're going to push back, but it's going to be ugly, but we're going to push back, because I think as it tightens up, it seems like the more that we're being squeezed, the more people are waking up. It's like they never believed it when we were telling everybody, guys, here's what's coming, look what they're doing. Everybody just kind of let it slide. You're like, whatever. You guys are conspiracy theorists, right? Now they're looking around saying, where's Lisa again on the YouTube? I got to find out what she's saying, because what we've been saying, Lisa, is now happening and beyond. Absolutely. And so I see America pushing back. It might be another 24 months. At some point, we're going to push back. We can't keep giving in. I don't think so.
Do you think there's going to be a certain event that happens, or has that event already happened, that is going to force people at that level to say, finally wake up or get to that point?
A couple things have already happened. Being restricted on travel, not being allowed to leave the country, and almost maybe restricted in whether who flies an airplane or rides in a train. These things are getting on people's nerves. Also, people having to choose between their job or some type of mandate. People are saying, wait a minute, since when did we start this? But the next one is when the food changes. When you go to the grocery store and it's all government approved food. No more, you don't get ragu spaghetti sauce, you just get spaghetti sauce. It's white labeled with a stamp. When you see that it has to be government approved banking, government approved food, government approved work, somebody's gonna, at some point, when you start messing with people's home, their food, their ability to travel, their faith, or I believe you're gonna see government approved churches. Okay, so somewhere in this it's begun. When do we say enough's enough? It can't be long. I'm telling you, it's coming.
Absolutely, and I have to agree with you on that one. I mean, everything in me. I do see even people on the left waking up, believe it or not.
They are, yes.
And I've heard somebody who I would classify as more of a Democrat, more of a socialist, actually come and say, I'm not doing this or that, and they've really crossed a line here, and now I'm listening to what you're saying. And
yes.
So it's really good to hear people wake up to that. But let me also ask you this. In our society, you also run into a lot of, I guess I'm going to say, delusional, sleeping people. What is it that causes people to just be okay with freedom loss? How can they say, we're willing to give up everything in the name of public safety or in the name of public health? What would you say causes someone to get to that level?
Well, I think that the younger generation that's already been through college and are in college now, and even in high school, are being indoctrinated with the doctrine of global warming is all man's fault. We don't really need trains and airplanes because we're polluting, the sky. We're eating too many cows. They take too much carbon footprint. So they're being totally indoctrinated that to be a good person, you need to give up things. And it's almost like a religion. So American exceptionalism is out the window. Capitalism doesn't, they don't know what that means anymore. Capitalizing on opportunities to grow your own business or to get control of your own destiny or to get a certain degree, that's selfishness. So we just need a little spot. We don't need much to eat. They're being indoctrinized, and the younger generation are really being indoctrinized, and they believe it hook, line, and sinker. They don't know what communism is. They have not even been taught history, because history's not taught no more. So they don't know what's coming. They think they're doing a good thing until one day they wake up and somebody's dragging them into the gulags. or some kind of camp in America. So, yeah, it's a problem.
Now you said something that was I think really kind of honed in. You said it's like a religion.
Like
and I actually did a report here on YouTube, you guys saw it, and I think Restricted Republic too, where I studied what are the 10 things that would, make you, what are the 10 signs that you're in a cult, like an actual cult. All 10 signs went along with everything that we're seeing, from the groupthink mentality to the attacking a certain specific side to our side is right no matter what, all these things. And so I felt like, wow, I feel like the whole world, the United States of America, is in this cult mentality, like you were saying, the brainwashing in school. So I think that's a very important
Cancel
point.
culture is absolutely, because of any cult, what they do, if you don't stick with the cult, you're exorcised from the group, your family, everything, you get thrown in the street. A lot of cultic groups do this. We're seeing that with the cancel culture mentality on social media or wherever else. And now some of the left are getting canceled by the left. And when Nicki Minaj found out that she could be canceled, they're saying, wait a minute, what's going on? And that's what's going to wake them up. When they go too far, then some of those who were body and hook, line, and sinker are going to say, wait a minute, maybe Lisa Haven was right. Maybe Paul Begley was telling me the truth when he said, guys, it's going to get worse.
And that's so true, because Nicki Minaj is like, what just happened? And a lot of the other people, and they're like, well, how am I being I'm banned? Why am I banned?
Why am I banned?
And it's like, well, we've been telling you,
It's been happening.
It starts with us. It's been happening to us for a couple of years, quite a few years. And eventually it's going to go to you. And we keep saying that over and over again, and now it's going to them. And I hope, like you said, we get to that point to wake up America before we get there. But with that, do you have any concluding thoughts? And where can people find you, information, books, any of that?
Well, my concluding false would be false.
False.
My concluding thoughts would be, really, folks, even though the storm is bad, we're all riders in the storm. That's actually my sermon tomorrow night.
I like that.
Even though we're all riding in the storm, you got to have Christ in the boat. And He's got to be in your life. And so seek the Lord Jesus Christ, and really seek being a good person, and don't let these distractions take away who you really are. Keep doing the right thing. You will still come out on top. And you can find me at my website at paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's paulbegleyprophecy.com. I got all my books and DVDs and everything there. And certainly here on YouTube at Paul Begley 34, I think I am. I don't know what I am. You'll find me, okay? And and also I'm on television. If you have DirecTV, channel 367, every Sunday night across America. I'm on World Harvest Television Network and some other networks, but that one for sure. So if you got a DirecTV, you can watch it channel 367 every Sunday night.
Perfect. Well, thank you guys so much for being a part of the broadcast. I truly love all of you. I'm Lisa Haven, and that was Paul Begley signing out.